I bought an old analog television from a flea market. It barely worked. Every channel was nothing but static, except one. Every night, at exactly midnight, Channel 13. Instead of static, it showed a live camera pointed at my living room, my couch, my coffee table, my front door. Everything looked normal until I noticed something strange. The person on the screen wasn't copying me. He was always 1 minute ahead. If I sat down, he had already been sitting for almost a minute. If I picked up my phone, he had done it before I even reached for it. I tested it. I waved. "60 seconds later, the version of me on the television waved back. It wasn't a recording. It was showing exactly 1 minute into the future. I couldn't stop watching. Then, without warning, the version of me on the screen suddenly stood up. He stared directly at the television, at me. His face filled with terror. He screamed, "Get out!" Before I could move, someone knocked on my apartment door. 3 slow knocks. The man on the television wasn't looking at the door. He was looking behind himself. Something stepped into my living room. It wasn't visible, only the reaction on my future self's face. He backed away, crying, begging. Then the screen exploded into static. I waited. Exactly 1 minute. Nothing happened. Relieved, I laughed. Maybe the television had finally broken. Then 3 slow knocks echoed from inside my living room, behind me. The television turned back on by itself. Channel 13. The screen was empty. I wasn't in it anymore. I booked a hotel for a business trip. Nothing unusual. Until my confirmation email arrived. Room 616. When I checked in, the receptionist frowned. "I'm sorry, sir. What room?" I showed her the booking. She stared at the screen. "We don't have a room 616. I assumed it was a mistake. Then another employee walked over. Without saying a word, he handed me a key card. 6th floor. The elevator stopped. The hallway ended at room 614. Then 615. There should have been a wall. Instead, there it was. 616. The room looked untouched. Fresh sheets, a neatly made bed, a window overlooking the city. Everything felt almost too perfect. At 2:17 a.m., I woke up. The bathroom light was on. I was certain I'd turned it off. As I reached for the switch, I froze. My shadow wasn't following me. It stood perfectly still, facing the bathroom. I slowly stepped backward. My shadow didn't move. Instead, It walked into the bathroom by itself. The light went out. The room fell silent. I didn't sleep again. The moment the sky began to brighten, I grabbed my bags and left. At checkout, the receptionist looked relieved. "You left before sunrise?" I asked what she meant. She looked down at the floor, then back at me. Very quietly, "Please, don't come back." Outside, the morning sun was shining. People hurried past. Their shadows stretched across the pavement. I looked down. There was nothing beside my feet, only empty sunlight. The first call came at 2:17 a.m. Maya worked the overnight shift for a roadside assistance company. Most callers were stranded drivers or people who had locked themselves out of their cars. This call was different. The caller ID displayed only 6 digits: 000000. She answered. Silence. Then a man whispered. "Blue sedan, Highway 8, bridge railing, 1 dead." The line went dead. Maya reported it as a prank and returned to work. Exactly 1 hour later, every television in the break room interrupted programming. A blue sedan had crashed through the bridge railing on Highway 8. 1 person had died. The next night, the same number called at 2:17 a.m. A woman's voice this time, barely audible. "Apartment fire, 3rd Street, child trapped upstairs." Click. Maya stared at the phone. She wanted to believe it was another coincidence. An hour later, emergency alerts confirmed an apartment fire on 3rd Street. 1 child had been rescued too late. The calls continued. Every night, different voices. Old, young, male, female. Each whisper described an accident that would happen exactly 1 hour later. Every prediction came true. Police traced the number. It didn't exist. The phone company claimed those digits had never been assigned. Eventually, Maya stopped sleeping. She began warning authorities after every call. Sometimes they arrived in time to save someone. Sometimes they were minutes too late. No matter what changed, the call always came. Exactly 1 hour before disaster. On the 12th night, the phone rang again. Her hands trembled as she answered. There was no whisper, only breathing. Then, her own voice. Calm. Broken. Night operator. Female. Multiple stab wounds. Found beside her desk. 3:17 a.m. Maya froze. No. The recording continued. The caller is already inside. Click. The office was silent. She checked every room. Empty. Every door was locked. Every window sealed. She laughed nervously. I'm imagining things. Then she noticed something impossible. Her headset cable, still swaying,
as if someone had brushed past it. A floorboard creaked behind her. Slowly, very slowly, she turned. No one. The digital clock on her monitor changed. 3:16. Her phone began ringing again.
She didn't answer. The ringing stopped. For 1 second. Then, a new incoming call appeared. The caller ID now displayed her own office extension from the empty desk directly behind her. When investigators arrived the next morning, they found Maya exactly where the call had predicted. Her headset was still on. The recording software had captured one final incoming call. No voice, just faint breathing and a distant telephone ringing, as if somewhere else another night shift operator had just picked up.